Hi there, my name's Jeremy from Environmentarian. In today's video, we're going to talk about taglines. I've squiggled a few taglines on the board here and we'll go a bit deeper into those in a moment. And before we dive in, I'll have to mention that I'm not a tagline specialist per se. I wonder if anyone's ever had that on their business card. I have worked with a number of brands, including my own businesses, so I understand the importance of having a few succinct words that help describe exactly what an organization or social enterprise does, or even their products or services, to help define exactly what they do to their target market or the end user. So let's dive in. So what's the difference between a business name and a tagline? And do we even need taglines? Thinking about Nike and the tagline, "Just do it," we can see that tagline really gives it a lot of feeling and nuance. Moving over to Google, now a household name, their original tagline was "Don't be evil." This evolved over time and has for the most part disappeared. My client Belubula Hemp Homes, who we are working with on a brand refresh for a logo, fonts and colors. We started talking about their name originally and figured that Belubula was very recognizable, just a little bit like Google wasn't recognizable 20 years ago but is today. So Belubula Hemp Homes is actually their business name and says exactly what they do. So in this regard, maybe they don't even need a tagline. My primary business is Environmentarian, another mouthful, but it does instantly talk to the values around my organization. And staying on brand for the moment, on my business card, I have a digital problem solver, and that carries over to my LinkedIn, where it also talks about social enterprise founder and sustainable innovation. But let's dig a little bit deeper and use some examples of taglines as talking points. I've written on the board behind me, L'Oreal, because you're worth it. I think that's quite cool. And Apple, think different. Now, if we think about Apple and their products, you know, their iPhones and MacBooks and things. Do we even need a tagline for Apple anymore? Think different. It is something that came from the past. They definitely wanted to differentiate themselves from other computer companies like Microsoft. So think different was important then. I love Patagonia's tagline, "We're in the business to save our home planet." Now, another business I'm involved in is called the Hemp Building Directory. So the tagline for that is "Connecting you with hemp building contacts, info, education, and advocacy in Australia and New Zealand." So that's a slightly longer tagline and verging on a description. Reminiscing a bit and going back to a business I ran for 10 years called 2010 Productions. We provided event services focusing on mobile cocktail bars. So I actually added another brand, Cocktail Club, which sat as a service within that primary brand. This shows how taglines can not only clarify what a business does, especially when a name alone isn't enough, but also evolve into their own thing. So far, we've seen some good examples of how taglines help communicate a business's purpose to a target market or end user. They can be short at just 3 to 5 words, or longer depending on the need. They can be for a business or organization, a social enterprise, or even a product, service, or personal brand. We've talked about the evolution of taglines and how they can evolve over time as businesses and products or services change, and how once a brand is established, what a tagline does and whether one is even needed changes. Now, some key tips are to keep it succinct but meaningful. Make sure your taglines clarify your story, especially when your business name doesn't. So I hope that's been helpful. If you do want to chat taglines, I'm here when you're ready. Just reach out to me either via the website or our different channels, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.